Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you to the organizers also for giving me this opportunity, just to show you some innovative solutions that we are developing within the frame of the Matcha project. This is the summary, the outline of my talk today. The first part is very similar to the one that I gave last year in the other online workshop. But sorry for this, but I would like just to put in context for the new students this project, and these two first points are very similar to those of the last year. And I will present two innovative actions now that are how to engage the citizens and just a vision. I think is new insights of how ICT technologies are enablers for smart city and are a foundational part of smart cities, and how to get benefit for these of these ICT solutions for new business and new services. So let's start with the European initiative Smart City, and this is the framework of the Matcha project. These initiatives in smart cities have a general frame that is this European Innovation Partnership on Smart Cities and Communities, and there you can see, and you can you have the link to all the information there. This is the link is the platform. This website is programmed as a platform that helps you to find information on many existing European funding sources for these smart cities, and find the latest news, events, documents, etc. It's very interesting. Brings together cities, industries, small and medium-sized enterprises, researchers, and other smart city actors. It's this kind of idea, the platform, and it's supported by the European Commission. And within the framework of the Horizon 2020, there were and are expected to follow in the Horizon Europe, in the new Horizon Europe program. The Horizon 2020 has supported a total of 15 projects that from 2014. That it seems that they are not so many, only 15 in these 7 years. But these projects bring together cities, industries, citizens. So they involve a lot of partners, a lot of different stakeholders, and you can see in the picture there that last year were involved 46 cities as lighthouses. Like, okay, in these cities there are going to be a transformation, real transformation, and 70 followers cities that are like observers, but some of the actions are going to be replicated or scaled in those other follower cities. So, for example, let's focus on the Matcha project. The Matcha project is one of these lighthouse projects supported by the European Commission. And I have here a video. Let me know if you cannot hear it. Listen, because I will stop it. You can see the video here also, but it's 1 minute, so I think it's nice just to present the project. But if you cannot hear it, because I don't know if I am sharing also the audio of the equipment, just let me know and I will stop it.
Should we wait to live in the future? We can hear. Can we create it ourselves? Matcha is a smart city project sponsored by the European Union, which aims to transform cities and to improve the quality of our lives through innovation and new technologies. 28 partners in 8 different countries will join forces together with citizens and numerous actors at local, national and European level to develop smart cities' cutting-edge innovations for social inclusion, livability and prosperity. The three lighthouse cities of Valencia, Dresden and Antalya will lead this urban renovation towards smart and innovative solutions of energy efficiency, sustainable mobility and ICT integration. Match-up solutions will save more than 4,000 tonnes of carbon emissions per year and improve energy efficiency by more than 45%. What's more, over 30% of the energy consumed will come from renewable sources. The project will match citizens' needs with smart solutions to repaint their urban environment, providing a model that follower cities will be able to adopt and replicate. Let's step together into a greener, newer future. Match an innovative palette of solutions for your city.
So just all this information. So all this information that has come in 1 minute, I'm going just to highlight in the following slides. It's a lot of information, but here, for example, the objectives, the matchup. Yes, these objectives are really very common, with transversal to any smart city project. Yes, planning of sustainable urban transformation. To get rid of old and inefficient technologies and provide new efficient solutions. Particularly, we have actions in the energy, the mobility, and ICT fields, as we will see. An effective replication of upscaling of smart city solutions, and also implementations just to get to the communities. Okay, in this sense, the logo of the matchup project is very illustrative of these three fields of actions. Is the mobility, is the energy here, is the ICT. So for these dedicated actions to improve energy efficiency, increase sustainable mobility, and invest on ICT integration. But in the center, you can see here are the citizens. So it's a citizen-centric approach. The matchup activities will be highly tailored on citizens, who will play an active role and in the co-creation of new urban strategies. And indeed, just one of my the solutions that I'm going to show you later, one of the two innovative solutions is in this field of the citizen enrollment. Okay. So just to get an insight of the project, these are the lighthouse cities: Valencia, Spain, Dresden, Germany, and Tallinn, Turkey. And the following cities are Skopje in North Macedonia, Kerava in Finland, Ostend in Belgium, and Herzliya in Israel. So you can see it in a map, and you can see how they cover North Europe, West Europe, Central Europe, and in the east, two cities, one lighthouse, Antalya in Turkey, and one in Israel, Herzliya, that are outside the European Union. As you can see, there are also funds for these cities in collaboration with their government. So we are 28 partners for the three cities. This is us, Universitat Politécnica de Valencia. This is the Technical University of Valencia. And this is my last slide on the matchup project. You can find here more information, but we follow in the matchup deployment in the city of Valencia. I will show you which, in particular, are the actions that we are developing here. Okay, let's start with some data about Valencia. Valencia, I hope most of you maybe know Valencia, or at least know where we are. But maybe you don't know all these data and facts. Valencia is the third biggest city in Spain, with a population of almost 1 million inhabitants, including the surrounding, the suburban area. Was founded in before Christ, 138 before Christ, by the Romans, and is very lively and commercial city. is also one of the most important innovation hubs, together with Madrid and Barcelona, and also in the north of Spain, in Bilbao, País Vasco. And tourism is the first source income. That's true. You can see here the beach. We have 300 days of sun per year, and today is one of them. You can see me, the light entering from the window. So Valencia's smart city is something that is not related only with this project. And just the municipality has a roadmap of Valencia's smart city. And they are really very devoted to the development of Valencia's smart city. And here is a nice picture from this vision of the municipality that joins 4 projects that are now active. 2 of them here, Impulso, this yellow one is Impulso VLCI, and this green one is Conecta VLCI, that are local projects, but with a lot of fun there. The municipality is going to spend a lot of money there. And these other 2 match up, this one and Grow Green, are 2 big projects supported by the European Commission. So European is also supporting Valencia's smart city. Okay, so let's see where the matchup actions in Valencia is going to be deployed. This is the map of Valencia. And here in red, you can see this is the zone. The district is the district, the Maritime District. Maritime High Performance District is called in the project, because it's going, most of the actions are going to be deployed here in this part of the city. And as you can see, it includes part of the beach access here, and also the port is a big port. Valencia is one of the biggest ports of Spain, and this part is not the industrial or the commercial in the sense of the big commercial ships, but the leisure, the nautical, the yachts. Also, there are a lot of restaurants here. There are the ships that go to the Balear Island that also are their bases are here. Okay, so it's this district, and you can see here some pictures. This air view is very nice, and you can see that it's formed by narrow streets, and these narrow streets are full of these houses that you can see here. Okay, so it's a very traditional district. Their houses, some of them, or a lot of them, are built 100 years ago. And this was traditionally the district of the fishers, poor people. But you can see that some of the houses are very nice, okay, with these tiles and with different colors, and it's a very colorful district. And nowadays it's one of the most lively districts, because it is the beach. The beach is very close, it's the access to the beach. And also because now there are young people that are going to live there, just to buy houses there and to rebuild houses there, just respecting their outside. And also because it's close to the universities, and it's close to our university, or our university is close to this district, and the other big university in Valencia. And also there are a lot of students living there. So very nice district now. And these are some of the actions in energy. I'm not going to describe all of them. You can see it in the Matcha project website. Only some examples. As an example, solar system going to be installed in the top of house buildings and will provide energy to the owners, because these kind of houses are very, very old. They are not very efficient, as you can imagine. So the idea is to provide these renewable energy sources to these houses. And so, for example, if they install solar systems, they can also sell to the utility company the remaining unused energy to the so they can consume their own energy, but also they can sell the energy, the remaining energy that is not used to the utility company. It is kind of prosumer, idea, action. Okay, in the mobility field, there are also several actions you can see here. And as an example, there are more than 30 new hybrid buses from the public transport company that are new in the city. And these hybrid buses have installed sensors that just collect the driving pattern of the drivers of the buses, and provide also tips to the drivers in order to more sustainable to help them to drive in a more sustainable and efficient way their buses. And last but the third big field of this project is the information and communication technologies. And here there are a big effort of the city in deployment sensors as Internet of Things idea. You have attend that there have been other lectures before me in these days, yesterday and this morning, about this concept of Internet of Things. You know what it is, the network sensors deployed, massive network sensors. And there are sensors that are going to be deployed or have been deployed, collecting data from traffic, from pollution, from occupation of bike station, occupation of electric vehicle charging stations that are new in the city. And to provide these data as open data to anyone. We will see also some examples of that. And last but not least are some citizens actions within the project. Matchup is a citizen-centric project, as I have said before. And all the actions, we want just to inform the citizens about them, and also to engage the citizens in those that are going to be benefit for them. But like I'm going to develop this idea in the next point. Okay, so let's go to the innovative actions. I'm going to present two within this matchup project and within this local deployment in Valencia and the Maritime District. First is how to engage the citizens, innovative solution provided by one of our partners. And I'm going to also to give you some insights, some views of how ICT is an enabler for smart cities, and how is in the agenda of Valencia's smart city also. Okay, so let's start with this how to engage the citizens. This is a presentation. These slides are part of a webinar that took place a few days ago within the matchup project, and it was given by Barbara Branchini from Caveloce. Caveloce is one of the partners. Is a consulting firm, and Caveloce and she has been very, very kind just to share with me these slides. But is their work, and I'm going to tell you and to show you their work. Okay, so let's start with the Caveloce just key assumption. Okay, just this is in the DNA of the company. They are experts in socio-technical processes for innovation-based and eco-design approach. You can see here 4 of their pillars. But the main assumptions is that the engagement of citizens on any project is crucial. The engagement is crucial just to transform the city. Okay, in this case, to transform the city within the matchup project. And so how to engage the citizens? This is a very time-consuming action because it's always involving people. Yes, you know, it's just talking to people, working with people, but it's not that it cannot be systemic also. So it can be approached from a systemic point of view. Okay, so let's see here. What is citizens engagement? We understand citizen engagement as a two-way interaction between citizens and governments that gives citizens a stake in decision-making with the objective of improving project outcomes and empowering citizens. Okay, so the main challenge any project manager who would like just to start a project that is for the citizens, this is the question. To what extent the project new actions allow the participation of citizens? To what extent? Okay, let's see the strategy to answer this question. Okay, so which is the strategy that Cavalocci proposed? It consists in 3 steps, these 3 main steps. First of all, a deep understanding of the project actions and the level of engagement that allow. Okay, so the second is to know the environment. In our case, the environment is the maritime district, as you know. So it needs to have a deep knowledge of what are your actions to be deployed, and rely. This is very important also, to rely on the existing participatory and innovation ecosystem, to rely on the neighbor associations, to rely on the existing life of people engaging to the district. Okay, because if you work together with them, yes, you're going to be more successful, by sure, that just trying to invent anything. Okay, so the particular actions that Cavalocci is developing here in the Matcha project, the particular actions, and these 5, and I'm going to show you some examples of these in the following slides. But let me just read all of them. First, inform to the neighbors and to the citizens, and inform in the sense that which are the actions and how to benefit from them. And try to raise their awareness and recruit them as users, as potential users. Even if the step there are a few, but it's like an expanding. Okay, yes, you can expand afterwards, but you have to start by a few. And promote, one of the actions is promote also employment and entrepreneurship within this project, and creation of collaborations with these local partners. So let's start with inform. Okay, the information is key. The information is key. In first place, Cavalocci has developed within this project a local website, because the Matcha project is in English. We are a lot of partners and all is in English. Okay, how you can reach the neighborhood here? Okay, you have to provide all the information in Spanish and also Valencian language. Okay, so this is the first. And because of this very local approach, this website is full of information, not only from the Matcha project, but also, for example, it provides interviews with the stakeholders. For example, here at the right, you can see one of the actions of the Matcha here in the district, and there is a dashboard here with some some key performance indicator on this action. So yes, this is more live and more updated than the official Matchup project website that is more, yes, you know, it's like more like a window. And here not, here more like a platform, okay? So to make citizens aware about the project actions, but not only, okay? There are also newsletters. There are also other very interesting information about the local associations. Yes, a lot of information here, just only for this district and to inform about the actions and how to be involved in these actions. The second the second part of these innovative actions as a whole, but it's an innovative action in itself, is a campaign that Valencia has launched just to recruit potential users of one of the actions that is very interesting. Is the idea, sorry, because I have here, yeah, I can't read it. Yeah, for the neighbors of the district, if you have carried out a rebuilding of your house, a reconstruction of your house with some kind of energy efficiency objective, you were eligible just for to get installed at your house and network of sensors at your house. One sensor, for example, to measure the gas and electricity consuming. Okay, so for example, one sensor and at your washing machine, one sensor to your you know, there's just the electricity, all the electricity, the lights of your house, or the sensor to the gas consuming, and so on. And so just all the measurements are taken by the sensors, and if you download an app in your phone, a specific app, in this app, you can see all the consumption and also some kind of artificial intelligence machine give you tips of how to save energy or how to be more efficient. Okay, so now, yes, here in this slide, you can see all the campaign. The campaign has have a launch event, and information has been meetings with the neighbors there. And now I think there are like between 10 and 15 houses involved, but this is growing just for the due to the pandemic and the stop due to the pandemic last year. It has been delayed for 1 year, but now it's launching. They are launching this campaign, and it's very interesting because just totally free. You have this app and you have this possibility of having your smart house also. Okay, let's go to another very important idea of citizen engagement is just to promote employment and entrepreneurship. There has been some actions on this, and this is an example that is an example of promoting entrepreneurship. There was a challenge here in our university, the Ideas Challenge. The ideas were to present ideas to digitalize a lot of fields, and agriculture, industrial, and also in smart cities. And we as Matchup, we support offer a special prize for the best idea in just in smart city, and there was a winning team, the luck here, these guys here. And the prize is not a monetary prize. The prize is to enter in a mentoring program. So this team formed by four students was mentorized by our partners and by ourselves in a lot of energy and mobility and ICT and also engagement tips and information, and so just to help them to develop the idea, just to come from an idea to really a startup. And there are also other forthcoming prizes and ideas on this type of just challenges, hackathons, and so on. And last was one the last action is and not the least because it's very important, is the collaboration with local associations, with communities, and because of the Maritime District has a long history of neighbor associations, and they are very engaged in their district. It has been very, you know, easy, and also yeah, you know, it's very nice to work with them because they know very well their district and which are their needs. For example, and which open data, which data we are collecting are important for them, how they can use it, for example, to combat the energy poverty in the district, to combat the isolation of old people there, to you know, to get more energy efficient houses, and so on. So this is the collaboration, as I have said, is a very important idea. So just for the citizens engagement approach, which is the motto. The motto is the one that you can see here at the bottom of the slide here, and I think is okay. The motto is improve the project outcomes, okay? Improve the project outcomes and empower the citizens, okay? So the project is successful if really transform not the city as the city by itself, but also the people can benefit of them, okay? So these are very, very important actions, even if they are not technical, if they are not engineering, but they are really very important ones. I think this motto is useful for the engagement actions carried out by our partner Caveloce, but also for any public service, for any company that wants to sell a solution of a service in the field of smart cities. You have to engage the citizens and you have to empower them. Okay. So let's start with the last part of my presentation. That is second innovative actions. That is more related to my field, to the ICT, and what we are doing as UPV as a partner in this project, in the Matcha project, because we are the ICT partner, or one of the ICT partners. Okay. So this is a work that I have also just taken most of them of this part of my presentation. And the source is one of the deliverables of the Matcha project. It's a deliverable that is not public yet because it's in the first release, but will be. And it's a market analysis, as you can see here in the bottom. The source is a market analysis on the smart city ICT solutions. So it's devoted to identify just the ecosystem in which ICT solutions can become business, can convert into really solutions that can be developed by companies. Okay. So I hope just I think is in next year will be the final release, and I think it's very, very interesting. But some of the ideas that are there in this deliverable I have taken just to present it to you, and other are elaborated by myself. So let's start with the definition of the European Commission as smart city. As the European Commission says that the smart city is a place where traditional networks and services are made more efficient with the use of digital and telecommunication technologies for the benefit of its inhabitants and business. And why I give you the definition now of the European Commission? Because of this use of digital and telecommunication technology. This is the foundation. This is the enabler you know, is the key enabler of the smart city. So ICT remains the foundation of smart developments, and the data generated by this technology is what is going to be the cities smarter. Data are indeed the new oil of smart cities. And smart cities, you cannot see it as simple as new technologies. Smart cities is a complex ecosystem. It's composed of many stakeholders. First of all, citizens, but city authorities, local companies, industries, community groups, as I said before. And there is a very interesting report from McKinsey from 2018. You can see here the reference that says that the smart cities ecosystem consists of multiple layers. Which are these layers? McKinsey identifies 3 main layers. You can see them in this picture. The lowest, sorry, I'm going to, okay. The lowest of the layer is not the layer of a smart city, it's the layer of a city. It's the traditional infrastructure in the sense of, you can see here the public transport, the buses, the train, and also the citizens, and also the cars. Okay, but here in orange, you can see that the first layer includes all the networks and all connected devices and all the sensors and all these data collections that are very important, but that are known that are useless without the second layer. The second layer is very important. I think it's the most important for the idea of businesses, new innovation in businesses, new companies, new startups, because it's the smart application, it's the data analysis capability, is the meaning of the data. So the data are collected, but if they have cannot be used, and they cannot be used to, for example, to improve municipal actions, to improve political actions, to improve the life of the citizens, is nonsense just to collect all this data. So this second layer is very important. And the third layer is the layer of that you can see here is the profile of people, okay? So it's the layer of the engagement of the people, because all these new startups, new services, and new political ideas has to be informed, have to be informed to the city, communicated to the citizens. The citizens have to engage with these new services. So it's all, it's all a mix, but I think it's a good vision to see the ICT idea. ICT is not only the infrastructure, but it's not only the applications, but it's all together, okay? Because it has to achieve and to reach the citizens. Another idea that I would like just to show you today is the idea that maybe because most of us live in cities that are not the capital of the country. So maybe we can think of smart cities as big cities. And I say here, not only big cities, okay? However, most of the studies that produce rank top smart cities just center their studies on capital cities. You can see here this ranking at the right of my slide. This ranking of smart cities. And you can see Singapore, the first one, Seoul, London, Barcelona, Helsinki, New York City, Montreal. Sorry, very big cities, most of them, okay? No, Helsinki maybe. And a lot of them are capital or almost capital, because Barcelona and Amsterdam are not the capital, official capital, but they're the really big cities in their respective countries. London, Helsinki, Vienna, Barcelona, Amsterdam are in the top 15 smart cities, are the 5 European cities here. But not only these cities are smart cities. Strong opportunities are tied to mid-sized cities. There are more than 280 mid-sized cities in the European Union. Mid-sized cities should be from 100 to 500,000 of inhabitants. And four out of 5 of these cities have implemented smart technology and are committed to spend significant funds on these kind of technologies in the next years. Okay, and these are all other figures, very impressive figures. For example, the global market for smart city ICT is expected to reach almost 1,000 billions by 2023. And the global market for smart city solution is going to expand 13% per year in an average, but for example, in the Asia Pacific region, that now there are the more advanced cities there, is expected to grow at 16% a year, and in Europe 13%, and in North America, Latin America 11%. So this is the global market for smart city ICTs, for urban platforms, for what kind of services. Here I show you 2 types of services and solutions related to ICT. Okay, all of them related to ICT, and I have divided them by. I have classified it in 2 types because some of them are provided by big companies. Accenture, IBM, Orange System, Telefonica, Vodafone. The market is for them. It's so big. The service maybe is so big. Maybe okay. Yes, you really cannot expect to success in this if you are a small company or if you are a new startup. Is not your field there. The IT services, the telecommunication services, and the security software, by sure, their market is big companies. But there are other solutions and other services that are really open to new companies and business models. For example, all the IoT sensors and IoT platforms market is really open, and the software with this solution, the IoT. Yes, the big data, use of data, meaning of data, and advanced analytics for everything, for every solution that you think of. It's really a lot of startups there. Okay, and there are also sector-specific application solutions, and I will show you 4 of them that have been identified in this deliverable. You have here the websites for these 4. And the first one is Tier Mobility. Tier Mobility provides these electric scooters. They started, I think, in Berlin. I'm not sure, but they are all over Europe. These type of scooters. For example, in some cities, in our city, no, but in Madrid, they are really very successful. It's not only Tier, the mobility, this company, there are other companies. Enevo is a waste management technology, okay, and very interesting. It's deployed in UK and US city, in some of the UK and US cities. Very interesting how these intelligent containers, and just to provide you with data that make you more efficient, just all the waste energy collection for the city. So very, very interesting. Caterra is the construction of smart buildings. It's a company devoted to it's not that the building is smart. It's that is the construction, the building, the construction of the whole building is smart. It's efficient. All the construction is efficient. So it's devoted to this kind of systematic construction approach. And WeTrack, yes, I'm very proud of WeTrack. WeTrack is a Valencian startup in the field of sensors and IoT. and IoT, sorry, and is just very, very active with a lot of solutions in not only for smart cities, but also for industry. And is one of the partners in the Matcha project. Is the one that is providing all the is providing just the sensors for the buses, for the smart houses, and you can see here one of the sensors. So just in my final part of my presentation, this is the final part. I would like just to give you the vision of Valencia Smart City, not only within the Matcha project, but which is the vision of the municipality for the next years, and which is the ICT solution that we have nowadays. Okay, so the vision of the municipality for the next year is condensed in this title, missions for Valencia towards the 2030. 2030, as you know, is a very crucial. It's like, okay, 2030 is the year. Is the year because of the ODS of the United Nations. There are objectives of development, sustainable development. Valencia municipality has taken these ideas. The ideas of the municipality also on the Horizon Europe on missions. The idea of missions, so all together. 2030 missions. And this is the vision of Valencia City in 2030. And these are the 4 missions of Valencia: to become a healthy city, to become a shared city, in the sense of engagement, to become a sustainable city, and entrepreneurial city. And I'm going to focus on this entrepreneurial city aspect, because in this mission, these are the 3 key aspects of this mission that is provided by the municipality: strengthening the productive ecosystem, full digitization, and improving the city's resilience in crisis or disaster scenarios. And full digitization, by sure, the ICT is key here. So I'm going to show you the urban platform. That is the key. Yes, it's like a brain. The urban platform is the brain of any city. And I'm going to show you the urban platform of Valencia now, and how it's going to be deployed. But this is the brain, and this is built now, yet, and it's going to be expanded. It's going to the data, and so. But we have this urban platform now, and one of the best, I think, of Spain and of Europe now here in our city. The urban platform has to manage the data. So the data are collected by the sensors. You can see here IoT devices in the bottom. Here is the profile of our city. This is a profile of our city, the Serranos Towers, because it provides data not only by sensors just in the city, but also inside buildings. And but it's the layer of the data, the collection of the data, the IoT layer. And here is the brain. This is the urban platform brain. And it has to provide also some meaning to this data, the big data. And this data has to be, has to be showed in an open fashion, and has to be useful for the citizen. And maybe they have to be useful also for the companies, but they are provided as open data. So, and the open data can be used by citizens, by businesses, by entrepreneurs, and by anything. They are also used by the municipality, by the public services as big data. And there are also some interesting data geo-refer. Okay, I'm going to show you some dashboard of how these data are also showed, how the citizen can access this data, even if they don't know anything about ICTs. The data is a catalog of 138 types of different urban data. And the platform provides two APIs, one for downloading real-time data and one for providing close-to-me services, okay? And even if if you are not an ICT engineer, if you are not a company with this kind of knowledge, there is a dashboard that is very interesting, that you can access to this dashboard here. That you can see different data in a map. You can select here the different data you can see in the map of Valencia. Here, for example, is the traffic. You can see here the pollution. You can see the humidity. You can see news. You can see alerts. A lot of things here. A lot of indicators. A lot of key performance indicators of the city, and is accessed by everyone. And you can also download the app of Valencia. This app provides you with real-time notifications, and it has also more information. It has bus stops, public bike services, and it has tourism information, and a lot of things. And we'll show you only just the last one is a website with geo-refer data. That is different from the other dashboard. Here is more like only, yes, you can see the location, a specific location, for example, of noise metering. You can see the specific location of, for example, of eco, and the points where you can recycle a lot of things that you cannot put in your wasting in your waste. So you have to bring them to a specific point. You can see here specifically the points to recycle. For the schools, the primary school, the secondary school. So it's all the data of the catalog of the Valencia municipality that is geo-refer is here in this map. Okay, so you can select any type of geo-refer data. Very interesting also. So we are really prepared for the smart city, and Matchup is going to be a very good project for the city. But it's not the only one. Just as I said before, the municipality has this they are really devoted to convert Valencia in one of the more advanced cities. So these are my conclusions. Yes, I hope you get. It has provided you with some energy to think about a smart city solution. There is a market. There is an open market. There is a lot of opportunities here. I have shown you just two aspects of smart cities, but and it's for your city also. It's not only for big cities. And I hope you have enjoyed the presentation. Here you can also have you can also find in my presentation that is accessible as PDF. All these links to all the sources I have used here, and the links that for the sources that are open, and you can download also all the reports of McKinsey and a lot of reports on smart cities and more. So you can have all the information that you want. Here you have the sources. Okay, and thank you for your attention.